Welcome back, Jeremy again. I'm going to put another accessory on my 2020 Ram truck. This is the Classic. It's the Warlock package. So it's the old body style, which is the same as the 08 through 18, I believe. Today we are going to put on a trailer hitch. I purchased it off of Amazon. I'm not exactly sure on the name brand. Oidro. We'll go with that. Oidro. I started looking, and I picture the average trailer hitch, receiver hitch, that's got the bars that you bolt to your frame member with the big welded crossbar tube going from side to side. However, when I got under my truck and looking, that tube is already welded from side to side on my frame. This is already here. All I need to do is run a bolt through here and a bolt through each of these, so I don't have to buy that whole $150 hitch. I was able to get this one for right around $40. I'm going to hand the camera off to the camera kid while I open. Okay, so we got a package of hardware, a little bit of styrofoam, some directions. And there's the hitch. Similar to the old bolt-on styles that I've seen in the past, but instead of just bolting to a bumper, it's bolting to that big tube of a crossmember. So I'm going to take a look, see what kind of tools I need, and read the directions, and I will get back to you. Alright, so I took a look. Here's all of our parts. There's very little to this. There's only 3 bolts holding it in. 2 more of this style where you need to feed it through, and this acts as a big washer. This will be inside of that cross member that I showed you, and you use these to feed it through. They're just kind of like a little spring that you stick. Oh, they really twisted her up. So you wind up threading one of these onto here, and then you'll use this to pull it through into place where you need it to be. But first I need to feed this through the hole. So the only tools necessary is a 22mm ratchet, or you could use a wrench, whatever you prefer, and a giant Allen wrench. I did not have one this big. I had to borrow this from a friend. This is a 12mm, much larger than your standard packs that I have. So I'm going to get underneath the truck and I will show you how to thread these through. Okay, so now we're under the truck. Here's the cross member that I'm going to bolt to, and here's one of my holes. So you take the spring, you poke it through the hole, and you're going to feed it through here and either get it here or through the end. And then you're going to spin that bolt on and then pull it back by pulling on the wire. I've already got this one in place. As you can see, it's dangling right here, ready to be pulled through. Let's give it a try. Alright, well, maybe going through this hole wasn't the best of ideas. Let's try that again. We'll go through the end. We'll do that with this one. You just feed it through, wait for it to come out the other end. There it is. Okay, so now I'm putting a little bend on here so I don't accidentally pull it out too far. All you gotta do is thread it on there. Okay, and then pull on the wire. Cross your fingers and hope for the best. Look at that. So there it is, in place. I'm gonna leave the wire on for right now. I'm gonna take this one off and I'm gonna rewire it through the end, and I'll pull it through and get them both ready to go. And then all we gotta do is slip the hitch over it, put some nuts and bolts on it, and then put the big one through here. Okay, be right back. Okay, so now I have the hitch. There's where that giant Allen wrench bolt is gonna come through here, go into there. But this plate winds up above this. So you gotta tuck it in like this, and then I gotta feed these bolts through without dropping them into the frame, and then start the washer, the lock washer, and the nut. I'm gonna go ahead and get that started. Okay, so I left these wires on and just fished them through the holes. I figured it was less likely for me to lose the stud that way. So now from this point, I can remove the spring. Rather than untwisting it, I'm just pulling it off. Okay, and I'm leaving some pressure on there so that it doesn't fall in. And I'm just going to start these part way to ensure that my giant bolt coming through the top lines up okay. And I can see right now the ratchet's not going to work. It's going to have to be a wrench to tighten those up. Alright, let's go to the top. Okay, we're topside, so here's that giant bolt with the Allen wrench. And it's going to use the same hole that you could just put a ball right here. So I can see that we're pretty well lined up. Tell if I loosen these bolts, it's going to allow me a little bit more clearance here. And it's got a tapered head, so it should center itself exactly where it wants to be. And it says to tighten this to 200 foot-pounds. Now, 200 foot-pounds is an awful lot, and I don't have a torque wrench for an Allen wrench. So I'm just going to do the slip the bar on it and give it a tighten. I'm sure that is plenty. Then what I will do is take my, let's see if I got a 22mm wrench in here. Okay, so I got the back tightened up. I didn't have a 22 millimeter, so I used a crescent wrench. And the last step is to put our cover back on there. And then they give you a nice little rubber plug to put inside of here, and you got room for your safety chains. This here seems a little high to catch. Okay, so there was a discrepancy on the website on the strength of this. In one spot it said that it's rated at 3,500 pounds with a 350 pound tongue weight, and in another spot it showed 6,000 pounds with a 600 pound tongue weight. I sent the company an email asking them which one is accurate. My bumper is only rated at 5,000, so this would trump this no matter what. This one is always, you can never exceed this one. But I only have a little bitty landscape trailer with a four-wheeler on it, so I'm going to be less than 2,000 pounds no matter what. So, thank you for watching the video. Hopefully that helps you. It was very simple to install. You know, 3 bolts, you just got to feed them through. No problems there. If you like my running boards, you can see one of my other videos. They are called APS iBoard installation. They are very nice. I like them a lot. They went on very nice. And if you like my truck and you're from Minnesota or anywhere near it, stop at Jeff Belzer's and give Michael Voss a shout. All right. Thank you very much. Have a good day.